their behavior influences. So she's going to try and do that this morning.
Thank you. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Tech Masters, it's a pleasure to be here. I am going to talk about the marketing funnel, as I just said. It is a very easy to use, also very powerful marketing tool. I would call it probably the basic marketing tool. And so I am going to ask, first and foremost, does anybody know what the marketing funnel is? Has anybody heard about it? Okay, let me just say that it doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, if you work for somebody else, if you're a consultant. This funnel can apply to you for everything from a job search to launching a major product. And I'm going to draw just a very simple funnel up here. Looks more like a tornado. Art is not my strong suit. Okay, now, the key idea of the marketing funnel, and this will get filled in as we go, is to develop a relationship. If you don't remember anything else, remember, develop relationship. And you're doing that with your prospects in order to boost their likelihood of purchasing your product or your service. And most importantly, I'm sure you've probably heard this phrase, know, like, and trust. That's what the goal is to attract your prospects and encourage them to know, like, and trust you so that they are ready to purchase whatever it is that you're offering. Now, I could talk about many different aspects of the marketing funnel, but I'm going to start with the whole notion of how do you fill the funnel? What's going to go through that funnel? And some of these points are going to seem rather unrelated to a marketing funnel, but this is a process that builds on itself, and you will see that and hear that as I go through the 8 key points to filling your funnel. Now, up here in the mouth of the funnel, you will have freebies, whatever you want to give away, and you usually give away something in order to attract people to get to know you. It could be that you attend Tech Master meetings and you offer some kind of a product that's related to whatever group you're in, whether we're a tech group, and so if I were attempting to attract all of you to sign up for my newsletter, I would definitely offer something like that as part of my free offering. What you have, and like I said, I'm not an artist, but you've got lots of people that are going to just try out your free product or free session, whatever it is that you're presenting. And they're going to gather at the top of the funnel, and they're going to go through the tunnel. And some of them are just going to go right out the funnel, and others are going to be paying customers. Okay, now the first thing you need to do to start filling your funnel is to discover your center of authenticity. Sounds like a pretty good college lecture term, right? It's not. It's just very simply knowing who you are and who your product or service is intended to help or attract. So we start with learning about us, and eventually we present this through the funnel. Number 2 is using information that identifies your center of authenticity, and using that you create what's called a parable. It's essentially, a parable is kind of a bit of coaching jargon, but what it really is, it's your story in a nutshell. And in that story, you're going to be emphasizing something very specific that will attract people to get into the funnel. How many of you know about elevator speeches? Yeah, everybody. It seems trite to say that you should create an elevator speech because a lot of people resist it, they don't like it. But what an elevator speech will do for you, even if you don't use it, it's going to focus your thinking for the times when you are out and about meeting people and networking with people. The elevator speech is a whole nother topic. I could give a long presentation or even a workshop on the elevator speech. But we're going to move on to number 4, and that is creating an information product. I could make a special report from what I'm talking to you about today and create, this would be in an internet marketing situation, I could create a mini ebook, if you will, give that away. But there are so many other kinds of info products that you've got plenty to choose from, whether it's an ebook, a video, you can go on and on and on with info products, but it's the core of what you're going to use to attract people. The next thing you will do is develop alliance and joint venture partners. And these people, you may work with them on a campaign, again, that's designed to attract people to the funnel, or you may lead that campaign one way or the other. It's an important tool to be aware of when you are doing the funnel. Now, we have just 2 more points left, and one is, or number 7 is, get visible. Don't just sit in your office. Get visible. You might want to offer teleconferences, webinars, do speaking. There's any number of ways to get visible, but just be out there with people in one form or another. And then finally, produce or make people aware of your main product or service, your higher ticket item. So we have, and then you will have products each gradually more expensive until you get to a point where your potential customer or your already customer wants what you have to offer and is willing to pay a higher amount for it than they did for the very first product that they bought from you. I'm out of time, and so I am not going to fill the second funnel. That will have to wait for a different or a repeat of this particular discussion. So that's it, the marketing funnel. Think about it, use it, and if you've got questions, feel free to shoot them to me by email or ask me after the meeting.